Hello, students. This is the world of chemistry, and I'm Dr. Vikram Panchal. And I'll start the first lecture about chemical kinetics. So, if you want to start chemistry, so you should know what is chemistry. In a simple way, if you want to explain what is chemistry, that is study of chemicals. So, chemistry means study of chemicals. Now, in chemistry, the most important word which frequently comes is reaction. So, what is reaction? In a simple way, if we want to explain what is reaction, is change in state. So, reaction means change in state. There are various types of reactions. For example, physical reaction. Physical reaction means change in physical state. So, change in physical state is known as physical reaction. Physical state changes matlab either solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or gas to liquid, or liquid to solid, or solid to gas, like this. So these are called physical reactions. The best example of physical reaction is boiling of water. So when we boil water, we will get H2O in gaseous state. Okay, so here chemical composition remains same, only physical state changes. This is the most important part of physical chemistry or physical state, physical reaction. That is, only physical state changes. But there is no change in chemical compositions. So that is very important, that there is no change in chemical composition or chemical structure. So if you take H2O liquid, it will remain the same in H2O gaseous state also. So there will be no change in chemical structure during physical reaction. Next is chemical reaction. So chemical reaction means there will be change in chemical composition. So that is called chemical reaction. This is very important, that there is change in chemical composition. So change in chemical composition is the main forte of chemical reaction. So change in chemical composition or chemical structure. For example, we can take different reactions like H2 gas plus Cl2 gas, and we will get HCl in presence of light. This is photochemical reaction. This is the sign of light. So H2 and chlorine are combined and we will get HCl in presence of light. So this is called chemical reaction. Why? Because reactants are different and products are different. So that is why it is called chemical reaction. Normally students consider that reaction means there will be two or more than two reactants which will give the change. No, it's not necessary. Sometimes only one reactant also can give chemical change. That is decomposition reactions. Like heating calcium carbonate, we will get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This is chemical reaction. Why? Because reactant and products are totally different in terms of chemical composition. Suppose we take hydrogen with nitrogen, then we will get ammonia. If you have to balance the reaction, then we need two nitrogen on right hand side, so we take 2 NH3. But while keeping 2 NH3, the number of hydrogens on the left right hand side are 6, so we have to multiply H2 by 3. That means if we take 3 moles of hydrogen and 1 mole of nitrogen, we will get ammonia. So these are some examples of chemical reactions. Okay, so this is what chemical reaction means. Now my question is, why in chemistry, why any equation is referred as reaction? Why not action? Remember, actions and reactions are two words which are connected. First of all, action takes place, and then in the reference of actions, with the reaction takes place. So reactions is always followed by actions. Okay, so this way action is very important. So what is action in this? For example, H2 plus Cl2 gives HCl. If we write this way, then what is action in this condition or in this reaction? We call it reaction. Then what is action? So action is always a work or function carried out by human. So suppose we take a box, and in this box we take hydrogen and chlorine gases. Okay, so we filled with hydrogen gas and chlorine gas, and then it is kept under sunlight. So this way, under sunlight the reaction starts. That means, what is action? So this is action. Action means we combine hydrogen and chlorine, we provide a box, we provide a light for these three conditions. So giving certain conditions, specific conditions, and when we combine different chemicals, then they do something, that is called reactions. So action is always carried away by humans, and then if we combine different chemicals, they will do something, that is called reaction. And it is called reaction because in reaction the results are known. Okay, and therefore we know all reactions with their results, even if we have not seen hydrogen and chlorine. But if I write H2 plus Cl2, all of you know that it will give HCl. So this is very simple thing. Reaction means change in state. That's it. It can be physical state changes or it can be chemical state change. Okay, but basically change occur, and that is called reaction. So it is very simple in a way, and in chemistry we deal only with reactions. That means we know what is going to happen. Okay, suppose we combine H2 and nitrogen, hydrogen and nitrogen, then definitely this will produce ammonia. Okay, why? Because it is reaction, and in reaction we know what is going to happen and what are the results. Okay, combining hydrogen and nitrogen is in our hand, giving 550 degrees Celsius temperature, 180 atmospheric pressure is in our hand. So these are the parts of actions. But once we combine hydrogen and nitrogen, this will produce only ammonia, and that is why, because it is reaction. Okay, that is, hydrogen cannot command to nitrogen that we will produce something else than ammonia. They have to produce ammonia. So in reaction, in any reaction, the results are known. Okay, results are known, predictable, and that is why we call them reactions. So in this chapter of chemical kinetics, the most important part is reaction. Okay, the name of the chapter is chemical kinetics. Okay, it is related to kinetics. Now kinetics means motion and chemicals means chemistry. Okay, so it is regarding the motion of chemicals. Well, normally chemistry deal with reactions. Okay, it deals with reaction. Now when we combine two different chemicals, whether reaction is possible or not, that is very important. Okay, so reaction is possible or not, or not. And second thing, whether reaction is endothermic or exothermic. Endothermic means we need to give energy to the system, or exothermic, that means during this reaction energy released. So these two are most important questions of any chemistry. Okay, and we get answers of these questions from, these answers are available from thermodynamics. So thermodynamics is very important topic of chemistry, which give us answers of these two questions. But thermodynamics cannot explain, but it cannot explain what is the rate of reaction, or cannot give the informations about rate of reaction. Okay, so we have to find out how much time required to complete particular reaction, because different reactions require different time to complete, and that is why rate of reaction is very important part of chemistry, and that we can find out from the chapter chemical kinetics. Okay, so in next chapter I will explain more about chemical kinetics. Thank you so much.